no different.
Another question from the floor.
What would you say would be the basic building blocks to build a foundation for a smart city? What are the things that you need to have in place before you start on your roadmap and your blueprint towards moving towards a smart city or a smart state?
Definitely governance.
Governance.
Definitely. Again, money will not come from the government. The government must create a safe environment for international or national investments to come. So if you don't have smart government to enable or to create this environment, and then I think this is you start from there. Yeah. When you have this, and again, government will be in the early stages will be the main stakeholder of the process. And then government must give this main role to citizens. But till we get this level that we have really citizenship applied and participation, government must, and this everywhere I saw a successful project of smart city, it was governance. You know what? I will not mention. I was really touched by this. I said, "Wow!" I was in Melbourne. We had a big VIP cocktail in the last day with the mayor of Melbourne, and there was other mayors there. And then I was going to the airport to come here, and one of the mayors asked, "Who's going to the airport?" I said, "Me." I go with you. Can I go with you? Yes, okay. Big city. And then come in the taxi with me, and then in the middle of the talk, he said, "I'm so happy that I'm taking this ride with you because I'm saving my city money." And I said, "Wow, but big city mayor, maybe a mayor in Brazil would have a private driver for sure, waiting for even a helicopter to go to the airport." The mayor of a big city told me, "I'm so happy that I'm saving money of my city." This is really sense of governance and public. So yeah, it's easy to have a smart city like this, when you have smart people in the right positions.
See, a lot of people, when you talk about smart, the first thing that comes to mind is that you need to spend money on infrastructure, on technology, sensors, things like that. So how do you start that first step on balancing the spend on these sort of technology?
Very easy. PPP is public-private partnership. Well, you have whatever is a competitive advantage. Companies want to get in contact with your citizens as consumers, so you really can do win-win cooperation without putting your money, but you put your assets, city assets in the cooperation. I can give you 300,000 examples, as I already said, the dog park or so this is, I think, that who is now really making the difference in places that we have density. Of course, I'm following some projects in Middle East. Middle East, who is paying is oil. And now they will go in a crisis because there is no oil money. But so Mazda, that was Siemens Smart City, and King Abdullah in Saudi Arabia, and whatever, you name it. Also Dubai now is really going through a smart city project. By 2025, the Sheikh said that he wants all the buildings off of the grid. They will switch off the power of the city, say, "Look, you must be autonomous, generating your own power." 30% of the whole energy consumed nowadays, taking out oil, comes from buildings, comes from the lights. I mean, houses and business. So. There it's more difficult because you don't have in New York it's easy. You put a billboard, you sell advertisement, you sponsor it because they're consumers. If you go in a country with 800,000 people spread in the country, it's more difficult. But Asia is this. So no, and that was fantastic. That was a good point. Well, I used to say that we are in Smart City 3.0. Some people say it's 2.0. I think we already overcome. It was very, very short time of 2.0. 1.0 was ICT oriented, and was a lot of infrastructure to be done. Now we have a lot of this technological infrastructure. Not talking about mobility or whatever, roads, seaports. Talk about technology. That time was IBM cities, Cisco cities, and that was a great and still the great concern. Are you going to give all your data just for one company to manage it, or all your competitive advantage. Nowadays, that is the, I'm co-authoring an article with Vincent, it will come soon. It was an article I did for India, now I'm doing in 10 different languages. Vincent is my partner here for the reality in Malaysia. And I say this, now is the time of splitting all this responsibility of doing smart city in small companies or several companies. Nobody, and who will be the owner of the knowledge is the city, and this is a big asset. They used to say, I'm not so used to this area, but for banks, the biggest assets banks manage is not the money, but it's the data. It's the data. And city, come on, you know how. What we have here, we are sitting down in a big amount of money that you're not making, but again, comes from private-public partnership. You cannot have public companies or building more public companies to manage business, private business. It's a mistake that was done in the past. That now it's a PPP. It's this cooperation. Well, we are sitting down here. Well, we were talking before how you're cooperating. Kuala Lumpur agencies with the NGOs, with private companies to do this. I really, and then, but again, must have one main plan here, a master plan, master city plan, not only in terms of design, but also in terms of strategy. You must see the big picture. Otherwise, you start doing a lot of things disconnected that doesn't come to a final result. But that's why cities now are having CDOs, Chief Digital Officer. New York was the first one to have a CDO. Now a lot of cities there in Australia, they were with us, CDO of Melbourne, CDO of Sydney, CDO of Auckland, and CDO, it's an executive with a business mind that is running the technology in the cities, enabling technology, or doing these business partnerships, so. Again, don't know if you answer your question. Again, a lot of questions is really zillion-dollar questions because, and it's really, I really don't want to give you the false impression that there is one just solution that can be applied to everyone. It's very generic. It must be 100% tailor-made. Solution that was working in Singapore will not work here or New York or. Let's understand, let's do the smart city pitch. Let's understand the competitive advantage of the country, the city. Let's work on it. And of course, culture plays you really must reinforce the culture, the DNA of the city in order to have, and then people will feel happier, will feel engaged because they feel like belonging, Yeah.